I won't let you hurt these people anymore.
Oh well.
Drop your weapon or be...
I'm not too upset about it.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
Hello, it's Average Row, and welcome back to Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. As you guys know, this is Jane Shepard. We are a Paragon, FemShep, Vanguard, and we are doing a pretty standard run through. I want to experience all of the new Legendary Edition changes for the first time in this playthrough, but if you're looking for a more silly or quirky playthrough for people who've beaten the game already, head over to my Twitch channel to check out my Clone Shepard run. You can go ahead and head over there for more information as well, but that's really all I have to say, so without further ado, let's jump in. Should be seeing Elizabeth Bainham in a moment here. Or Lisbeth, I guess. She's gonna pop us.
Damn it!
Or at least try to. She looks fairly the same though. Like some of the other, you know, NPCs with, you know, a generated face. They've kind of looked a little bit different, but Lisbeth looks pretty much the same.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out.
This whole section has to do with getting rid of the Geth ship that's latched to the facility.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out what...
So we just have to fight our way to this like control console to remove it, and then we have to fight our way back to the Mako.
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important that I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
What's a Thorian?
It's honestly a crazy alien
Was...
plant life thing that I wish they brought back. Like, you know, the big weird scientific thing in Feros is the Thorian, and then in Noveria it's the Rachni Queen, right? But the Rachni Queen makes a return, but we don't ever see the Thorian again. Obviously that's because we supposedly kill it, but they could have easily wrote it that it survived and made its way somewhere else or something like that. It's just super interesting to me. There's nothing else like it in the entire trilogy, and it only has like a short cameo on this one level in the first game, you know what I mean?
We need to get out of here, past that field.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it.
Alright, like what I mentioned earlier, it's just gonna have to fight our way to there and get rid of it.
But there's Geth all over the place.
If you remember that that impenetrable barrier that we couldn't make it through, it's being powered by that Geth ship.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a researcher. I came here with my...
I like Elizabeth, she's nice, but we don't really need to know that much about her.
Get that. Tell me what you know. I really don't know. I know.
The most important part of her is that she tells us more about the Thorian. Or at least she introduces us to the Thorian. We'll reach a control console in a bit with a VI that's able to describe more about the Thorian.
Here, take my... Good luck with that field.
Oh, how'd that not die? Oh, I have lift now. That's right. I thought that was like barrier or something. I was initially wanting to throw, but yeah, the Thorian's really cool. It's like it's an ancient life form, like even older than the Protheans. You know, and the Protheans were the leaders of the galaxy like 50,000 years ago.
I don't want to review protocol.
So it's like intelligent. And it can like control people's minds and whatnot.
I am unable to comply. Please.
Here's that VI I was talking about that'll describe more about the Thorian. I'll probably end up letting it talk a little bit more just so we can get that extra context about it. I won't skip through it as much.
Or make an appointment with...
I love how this VI outs us.
Nothing else. Please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for use of this console.
Ooh, that was big damage. How about you do the carnage too, Rex? Ooh, nice.
Shields down.
Oh! Dang, we took like a head-on charge from that.
Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while
Almost killed us.
is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can
Yeah, thanks for Elizabeth because she gave us her
How do you know
ID
I'm
card.
Elizabeth?
Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything.
I was unable to provide the... Aside from lack... All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been
What
inactive.
does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species
No, I think I mentioned earlier that it's
within the
yeah,
substructure of the
it's under Zoo's Hope.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
And here we go. I'll let
The
this play
Thorian
out.
is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before
That's why they're all acting
almost
weird or feeling
85%
sick.
of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species.
Ah, yes. Exogeny knew about this, but the people of Zoo's Hope didn't. So it's kind of messed up, morality-wise.
Joker? Come in, Joker. Damn it. That field's blocking us.
We've got to drop that shield and get back to the outpost.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the...
I have
I'm not super interested in the Geth
unusual
ship.
power fluctuations. but I'm unable
Let's just
to
talk more
determine
about the
the source.
Tell me
Thorian.
about the Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
Do you know how the creature controls its slaves?
The will subversion manifests as intense pain if directives are ignored. The effect is severe enough that subjects are soon conditioned against even minor thoughts of rebellion. Observation suggests the Thorian views its thralls in a utilitarian way. Care is apparently taken to avoid injuring them, much as a craftsman avoids damaging his tools. As long as no action is taken against the creature's objectives, the subjects are free to pantomime a normal existence until specifically tasked with something.
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils.
That's
We can discover
insane.
bundles
It's like,
approximately
you know,
1 meter in diameter, but these seem insufficient.
Oftentimes you'll see like a big
Massive
tree
sensory
with
potential
roots that go for
possesses.
miles in certain fantasy
It may
stores and
simply
things like that.
process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps
That's
there is a
just
nerve
what the
cluster of a
Thorian is.
greater
Like, it has
magnitude
like
we
those
have not yet
tendrils that are
encountered.
just going out for kilometers. That's how big it is.
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Yeah, there's really nothing like it, which is again why I'm kind of disappointed they never brought it back in some capacity. We already know where we can find it.
Unfortunately, direct observation.
So I will go
I have
through
no
or
specifics
skip through
on
all
the
of this
gas.
stuff,
Further
just so we can
all
have it,
individual employee-
maybe get some Codex or
You
XP
are
as
currently under
always.
probation due to
What triggered the probation?
As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
So
That's
Elizabeth
enough for
Elizabeth was
now.
kind of in trouble
Going to
because
standby
she
mode.
tried to do what was right, but her bosses didn't want her to. So we do get a side mission from that, and then this is kind of what I mentioned in the last episode, where we start getting a bit less linear. But we are, I do think I remember at least where to go. So there's really not much side stuff to do here, but there's stuff you don't want to miss, if that makes sense. Hello, Rex. I wanted to do a cool little combo move, but he's like looking up at the ceiling. Oh, and now I don't have Carnage anymore. Thanks a lot, Rex. Okay, Rex just doesn't want to listen. Let's hit him with a grenade. That didn't even damage them, it just woke them up. Oh, I took a Carnage myself! That's freaking ironic. What the heck?
Looks like they're using these claws to anchor that ship to the side of the building.
The Geth certainly aren't slow. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
We need a way to give it a kick. Let's check the other claws. Damn things can't be perfect.
What is this place? Almost looks like the Geth built themselves some kind of church.
Whatever. I ain't here to learn.
I feel like they wanted to like lay some groundwork for some sort of Geth lore, but I don't think this is ever built upon. How they were kind of kneeling in front of this orb. The closest thing I can think of is how sometimes the Geth they have like physical, I don't want to call them recharge points, but physical points where they can connect back to the overarching Geth collective and whatnot and share data and stuff. But I don't really think that they never made them religious or anything. I know that for sure. I know they say some of them worship sovereign. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they were, since these are Geth heretics, these aren't actually Geth. Well, normal Geth. They do worship. Okay, I'm actually gonna barrier up here because I'm really low on health.
Shield's disabled.
Yep, probably saved my life, honestly, with that. Definitely gonna heal now. All right, I need you guys to start doing some work. All right, up my shield again. I really like having all of my defensive abilities. Stupid thing jumping around. Okay, so we came from this door over here.
That's it. Back
We can go that way or this way. Let me just try to remember which way is best to go. Upper level. Okay, I think it goes to... They both go to the upper level. This is that point of no return, actually. Like, this is me, right? And I'm standing right in front of that barrier. So this is that point of no return we jumped down just a few minutes ago. So I'm gonna just go ahead and head up this way and see where that leads. Okay, good. So this is like a side room, and I think the other area that we could have gone leads up to this section here. So we'll go ahead and clear whatever is here. I forget which one is to advance though, but I don't think it matters. We can make it to both in this specific case. I know oftentimes Mass Effect will, like, if you go a certain way, you won't be able to backtrack, but... Okay, this is definitely the way to advance, though. Sniper. Nice, killed it with that. Okay, now I know there's some consoles here we'll have to examine for some side stuff and extra stuff. I think those are the samples that one guy by Elizabeth's mom and Jong was asking for, if you remember. Like, he asked us to retrieve some data.
Same as before. We don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking.
There's a Geth Juggernaut here. I'm actually, you know what, just to be safe, let's go ahead and backtrack and go to the other area, because literally once we advance to the end of that room and do the whole air pressure thing to destroy the claw, it's gonna advance. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure we don't miss this. I'm 90% sure we could have still came back here anyway, but I figure why take the risk? I don't want to like reload a save or something. Don't want to take a head-on charge from a Krogan again. I actually want to do it on this guy.
Lost shields.
Nice. Oh, let's up our shields again. Go ahead and throw him. Nice. Used our powers really well there, I feel. Oh, here's that data. Gavin Hossel's data. So I guess that other one we got earlier was for another side mission. We unlock like 4 or 5 side missions during/after Feros, so we'll definitely be getting around to all of them. But I kind of get it's easy for me to get or lose track of all the stuff we get in a single main story mission area. Novaria is going to be even more confusing, but we'll handle it just as well as we have been. So now we're going to head back up here. So let's go ahead and clear this room. Yeah, that side area was literally just for that Gavin Hossel data. Oh my god. I'm eating those. Jeez, I keep eating those rockets from them. Oh, that's a destroyer! Okay, I'm gonna adrenaline burst as well. Okay. Ooh, that was tough. I like it though. I like that's a bit more challenging. I've said that a couple times already, but it always reminds me because, like, I'll be honest, the majority of my playthroughs were just done on normal difficulty. I think I even did a couple on casual too, just because I really wasn't interested in getting challenged in the gameplay or whatever. You know what I mean? I just wanted to experience the story in a different way. But I have played a few on higher difficulties. I don't think I've actually ever done one on Legendary. Weirdly enough. Is that what it's called? Legendary? Insanity. Insanity. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done one on Insanity. I've done like 1 or 2 on Hardcore. Okay. And no matter how many times I've done this puzzle, I still just randomly hit buttons. Whoops. I forget how much we need to get. I thought we could see the number again. I skipped it without looking. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. I always thought it's funny that like a single little thing that gets cut detaches this entire ship, you know what I mean? But I guess it's not too far-fetched. That looks really nice.
All right. The door out will be open now. We can head back and deal with this Thorian thing. Well, that got the job done.
This was my kind of mission. Kill a bunch of Geth.
I think we'll hear from Joker now.
With a huge crash.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander, talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
All
This
right.
place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
So we literally just go back to that door. I don't even think we're gonna run into Geth by the time we get there. But now we have the introduction of Thorian creepers, which are... We actually fought a couple when we were doing the Admiral Kahoku side mission. They're functionally just husks, but they can shoot acid at you instead of explode.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
Oh, see, so we could say in a minute and still go to that other room. So I was worried for nothing, but, you know, we're just trying to be safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
The cipher.
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
So, Saren's not after the mind control. He's after this cipher, I believe.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
You're being too hard on yourself, Elizabeth. Okay, cool. The cipher is basically just this... It's like knowledge from the Thorian about the Protheans. It mainly has to do with the Thorian's ability to understand or communicate with the Protheans. So basically, and at its core, like they do a decent job at explaining it, but functionally, it just helps you understand Prothean writing and text and stuff. Like it's referenced every now and then in the sequels when Shepard encounters Prothean artifacts and stuff like that. But Saren needs it because he's still looking for the conduit, which is another piece of Prothean technology. And the Thorian has this information or knowledge about the Protheans because, like I mentioned earlier, I am getting destroyed. Like I mentioned earlier, the Thorian was around even before the Protheans, so it was able to like study the Protheans as well while they were the ones who controlled and ruled the galaxy. So, and once we destroy the Thorian, we'll receive it as well. To stay hot on Saren's tail. But again, it has a pretty good structure, the story. You know what I mean? Like Feros, you get the cipher, which helps you understand Prothean language. And then on Novaria, it's about the Arachnite Queen and how, you know, Saren wanted the Queen, or wanted to get a hold of the Queen because of the Queen's knowledge of the Mu Relay, right? Which is where the Mu Relay leads you to Ilos, which is the Prothean homeworld, where the knowledge about the Conduit is. And then the Conduit leads to the Citadel, and the Citadel leads to the Reaper's Return, right? So it's a really, really natural progression because, again, I just really like the writing of the story in Mass Effect 1. So here we get to kill Jong, which is exciting. Let me see, how much charm do we... Honestly, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't remember if it's 10 or 11 charm that we need. If it's 10, we'll be able to pass it. But I'm not so sure that we'll be able to. Cool. We'll upgrade Kaden as well, and Rex. We'll definitely need it. Give him that shield boost, and... Oh no! Misclicked. There we go. Okay. It used to, when you hit undo talent points on any character, it would undo all the characters. That's why you always see me flip through whenever I hit that. I'm just used to it. But, yeah, we'll see if we're able to pass. I really don't think we can pass, though. I think you need 11 charm. 11 charm or intimidate will help. Or is required, I mean.
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you!
The look on Shepard's face always makes me laugh, because it's literally the same expression we have as the player. It's just like, okay, here we go.
I know what you did during the Blitz, but your heroics aren't needed here.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
Yeah,
It's not
John,
just
come
you.
on, man.
There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one.
So John was high enough up to know about the Thorian,
The
apparently.
what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss
Ah,
you
yeah, so we
colonists.
don't have enough. I think we're missing one. I'm 90% sure it's 11 now. It's definitely not 12. I can tell you that now. But
I won't let you hurt these people anymore.
oh well.
Drop your weapon or be.
I'm not too upset about it.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on!
Right in the kisser.
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault.
We get a decent Paragon bonus from passing that check, but I'm not too worried about it because we're about to get a huge one anyway from how we handle the colonists.
So what now, Commander?
So Joker was saying the colonists were like freaking out, so we're gonna get piece of equipment we need to subdue them.
I'll deal with the Thorian. Then
The
make sure-
colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first.
What else am I supposed to
There's
do?
gotta be another way. Like a gas grenade.
Excellent.
Okay.
Stay out of your way until you clear it.
Got 2 Paragon. So we got the anti-Thorian gas. Let's equip it to our grenades. One playthrough, I just completely forgot to unequip that for the longest time, and I was using anti-Thorian gas instead of high explosive or something like that. Gotta remember to turn that off, because they never remind you. Here's Gavin. Whoops.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said. Any luck finding my workstation out?
I managed to find it.
That's
It
cool.
wasn't too difficult.
Well, thanks again, Commander.
Okay. Bunch of XP from that. Got some money. Time to save the colonists. Here's the Thorian Creeper.
Over there!
What is that? There's no way that's human, infection or not.
No hitting the.
So this is like where we are able to
Thorian makes them firearms.
trigger our teammates to
With the
either
gas
be
grenade
aggressive or
before.
non-aggressive
You got it,
against the
Commander. Let's do it.
colonists. Sick, got the autosave. So we are going for full 16 colonists alive because it scales. The Paragon reward scales depending on how many are alive, and we want the full Paragon. So okay, I'm gonna stay in here so we can kill these Thorians. Okay. Go ahead and park here. Oh my goodness, I am on level terrain. What are you talking about? There we go. Alright, we are gonna barrier and eat this. There we go, perfect. Got all of them in that.
Lost shields!
Oh, whoops. Pressed the wrong button. I holstered my weapon. I gotta be careful here. Oh god. I'm trying to pick my shots here. There we go, and then we'll just do this. Oh, we missed. Did it too early.
Shields down.
There we go. How many grenades do we have? 2 left.
We've got to move one of those cargo blocks.
I remember I got this upgrade kit is a grenade refill, and I remember I got it too early and I didn't have enough grenades left to save all the colonists, so I had to restart this whole section. Never made that mistake again though after that. Learning experience, I guess you could say. Go ahead and get it now though. Back up to 6. Should only need 3 or 4 more, so we can even afford a miss. How did that miss? Okay. Oh, we still have more. Okay. Alright. That's all of them, so we saved them. I'm gonna go ahead before I forget. I'm gonna equip the correct upgrade now. And once we talk to Phi Dan in a moment here, we'll start the Thorian boss fight.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
Okay, so that's it. Now we can head down into the lair of the Thorian. It's a pretty intense boss fight, lots of close quarter combat, just hordes and hordes of Thorian creepers with Asari commandos, so I think we've been doing good though. We got this. We got this. And as you can see, we got that 32 Renegade Paragon and 0 Renegade. You know, it's only just hitting me, but I'm actually pretty excited to see if they've made any changes to this boss fight with the Thorian, or if they've even changed what the Thorian looks like. I highly doubt they would have changed the design. I think the design was fine, but I did hear that the Matriarch Benezia boss fight on Noveria, the arena was slightly changed a little bit, among other things. So, I don't know, maybe they'll have new stuff in store. Let me just make sure my teammates have the right stuff here. Okay. Well, we're gonna have a little cutscene, actually. Shiala? I think Shiala is the name of the Asari that is the voice of the Thorian. Ooh. Now, I don't know if you were able to see it as you approached. I felt like it was a little bit higher up in the original, but it's cool that they that you can see it here.
Okay, by the numbers. We just need to find... What is that?
That's a plant? So it looks exactly the same,
I've
just
ever seen.
updated graphics.
This may be problematic.
Always liked that shot. Gives you a real sense of scale of this thing. It's gonna spit out Shiala now, if that's her name. I hope I remember that right. Ugh. Yeah, I never liked this part.
Invaders. Your every step.
Oh, we don't get to see her name until we beat it. That's right.
1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old
Right, the
growth listened to
Protheans.
flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh.
Cold ones, that's the Reapers.
Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on
The Thorian has bars, dude. Like, what?
Your blood will
Those that scurry and then saying that we're only fit to dig. Let's throw. Ooh, center flying with a lift throw combo.
Bring it on.
But watch out for these Thorian creepers. Whoops. Lost my aim for a second there. The melee combo is pretty good because they are pretty weak. So you can knock them over in one hit. Or apparently you can knock two over. Dude, they are taking hits, dude. Okay. Using a bunch of our abilities here. So we just have to fight our way to these different nodes and shoot them, and that'll cause the Thorian to lose grip and fall, just like the
More of those and it's in trouble.
right, Rex, yeah, just like the Geth ship claws that we severed. Now we're gonna be facing more Asari commandos along with Thorian creepers, and that's basically the boss fight. Just a combination of different rooms of Thorians and Asari commandos, followed by shooting the get her out of commission. Oh god, watch out. Yep, we both got the vomit there. Caden's looking rough. I gotta say, being a Vanguard on this part is really, really good. The last time I played this boss fight, I was an Infiltrator, which is basically just pistols and snipers, I think, so did not have a good time. Go ahead and get this real quick. Okay, on level 6 weapons consistently now, that's really good. Rooms just with Thorian creepers should be easy enough to handle. It's when the Asari commandos come out that make it a little bit more difficult. We're doing pretty well. Haven't lost anybody yet. I honestly might. Ooh. Dodge that biotic attack. Oh, I missed the melee.
Medic! Medic!
Okay. Yeah, Caden's almost dead, so let's go ahead and heal. Let's throw up a barrier too. Gotta get out of this cubby. Throw you. Oh, nice lift. Maybe I should use lift first and then follow up with throw. I feel like that's a lot more effective.
All targets down.
Oh, damn. Okay. Lost Caden. I think we're okay, though. Okay, Rex is vomited on now. Need you to stand there, buddy.
Perimeter clear.
Okay, cool. So these ones won't start coming up until we start shooting it. And the range on their vomits, it's easy to underestimate. I keep getting hit by it even though I think I'm farther or far enough back. Okay, we should be getting close, but we're consistently losing health every fight, so... Okay, hold on. Yep. Saw that coming. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up, using a lot of Metagel. Honestly, more than I anticipated, but, hold on. Haven't been using warp at all on those clones. I feel like on enemies that are going to be tougher to kill because they have a lot of health, I should be using that way more. Okay. Alright, I'm going to get this real quick. Had some close calls so far, but I think we're doing okay. Oh god, what the? And you can't just shoot them when they're kneeling. They only take damage when they're up, so you can't just like shoot them while they're not even fighting back. Oh, jeez. I think one of my teammates shot him out of my way. It's alright, though. They're doing a lot better now. They're my teammates, I mean. Nice, okay. Got some Thorians up here. Or Thorian creepers up here. I'm losing health. I think she got one of her biotic attacks off on me. Our cooldown on these shotgun shots are really good. We can get off a lot of shots before overheating.
That thing has to drop.
Okay, this part's kind of tough because they start coming from multiple directions.
Fire in the hole!
I think they're behind me too. Oh, geez. Let's get this off. She's retreating.
Lost shield!
Caden's down, I just noticed that.
Here it comes!
I think I hit myself with my grenade. Okay, no cooldowns. Oh, we got this back. Okay, Caden's still not up. Do I have hammerhead rounds on this? Oh, I have proton rounds. Okay. Hammerhead rounds would definitely be more helpful here, in my opinion, just because the Thorian creepers don't have shields, so... be able to knock them down in one shot, you know, so they can't get close to it. But it still happens if I shoot well, so... I just like the proton rounds because it bypasses shields, and for weapons that do high damage anyway, like shotguns and snipers, the damage nerf that you get with proton rounds doesn't really make as much of a difference. Oh, handled her really well. Let's see how the pistol does. If I hit headshots, the damage is insane. Oh, Caden. He walked right into that one. Alright. Say goodbye, Thorian. Here's Shiala. I thought the first Asari was Shiala, but we ended up killing her, so... Oh, hear that level up?
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his
we started learning a little bit more about indoctrination.
Troubling.
Typical Asari.
That's like the key, other than getting the cipher, the key part with our conversation with Shiala is that we learn more about how Reapers control people.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing
no one can
slave
fight
when
it either.
Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit.
I wonder why Saren didn't order them to kill the
He attacked
Thorian,
the Thorian so
instead
he
of just try to
could
hide
find
it.
the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes.
It kind of builds on that in the third one, because when you get Javik, he starts like he explains how like they can read
of Prothean generations.
life essence and things like that.
Memory,
I'm still a bit confused about it myself, so again, the important part is that we can understand Prothean language more and receive it and comprehend it easier with the cipher. So
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths.
This is the first Embrace Eternity, I believe.
Shell. Reach out to grasp.
I know we do that with Liara at some point in this game.
Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
This is always pleasant to watch for extended periods of time.
I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What just happened? Are you okay?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift.
In due time, Shep, in
of an
due
entire
time.
people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look pretty rough. We should get you back to the ship.
Yeah, and then I think on the debrief,
Sorry
Liara
if you
does
have
that
suffered, but
again.
there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Okay, I'm gonna skip through this. I'm not super interested in her, TBH.
Is there anything?
I'll skip through the Thorian a little bit. We've pretty much learned everything we need to know about it.
Don't tell me you.
I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom.
Okay. I'll skip through
What else
Saren
can you
as
tell?
well.
Once I followed him, blind.
But we'll listen to what she has to say
Now
about the
I see he's
Matriarch and
leading the
Sovereign,
galaxy
especially
into an
Sovereign.
age of darkness and suffering.
I want to know more about Benezia.
Benezia was greatly respected among our people. A powerful biotic, even for an Asari. She was widely known as a teacher of philosophy and religion. She always sought the paths of peace and harmony. She joined with Saren because she hoped to turn him away from his path of destruction.
Instead, she became one of his most powerful allies.
As I mentioned before, Matriarch Benezia underestimated Saren. Be sure you do not make the same mistake.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it
Like, if you're a new player, it's pretty easy to tell that the Sovereign thing is a Reaper tech, you know, a Reaper ship. But if you've never played the game, you don't know what Reapers look like, and you don't realize that Sovereign's not just a Reaper ship, it's an actual Reaper.
Saren believes he is unstoppable.
And that's revealed on Vermeer, I believe, when you have that iconic conversation.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
Or it, I guess.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling. Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There's no other way to explain it.
Okay, and that's it. See, a Renegade, you can kill Shiala at this point, but it's just so not necessary. You get a good amount of Renegade, though, but we're obviously not going to do that.
What are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here.
She's gonna stay with Zeus Hope, blah blah
They
blah,
have suffered
and
great
help them out.
Colonists will need all the help they can get.
And that's
We're
it.
happy to have you on our side.
We really helped Zeus Hope. We fixed all of their
May fortune
supplies
smile
and
upon you.
resources problems. We got rid of the Geth, and we've, you know, sent Shiala back with
Did
them.
it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again.
Yep.
And we're free of Exogenes' threats.
There we go. 8
Back to
Paragon.
being just a little
And that's it. That is Feros,
Thank you,
folks.
Commander.
Done and dusted. You can't even talk to anybody else. You can like get little comments like
You
this.
saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover from the physical effects, but they'll be all right. Thank you.
I do believe we hear from them in the future. I don't think we ever encounter the Banums in person again. You may have to check me on that, but we do encounter Shiala on Ilium, I believe, where she kind of relays a message from the Thorian or something. No, she asks us for help or something. I don't remember. Maybe she just tells us, gives us an update on Zeus Hope, probably. But yeah, we do encounter her on Ilium, which is that Asari planet in Mass Effect 2 again. I'm just gonna double check, make sure there's
So
nothing
thrilled.
here.
Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's
Let me see what you have.
Of course.
Okay, anything good? No. Alright. Okay, that's it. Yeah, pretty good work here. Handled it accordingly. I don't think we died a single time. So we're going to go ahead, head back to the Normandy, and get our little debrief cutscene. I wish it just cut straight to there, like it did with Theorem, but we had to walk all the way back, and we'll have the debrief conversation, and then we'll go around and talk to everybody, and upgrade our equipment as well. Could definitely use a decontamination from this place.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
I don't know if this works. I think this makes progress, and then we do it one more time, and then that's when she figures out like we need to go to Iris.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You must have seen something.
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there at
Yeah,
least.
once we do...
Something was missing.
I think Vermeer, or was it Novaria? I don't remember.
Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chalkwash should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogenes should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any
This guy, Asparagus.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you...
Yeah, the Asari counselor is definitely the best counselor.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
She's like the most reasonable and isn't afraid of being nice to us. And then the Solarian's kind of in the middle, and then the Thorian Asparagus is definitely like the worst. But back on the Normandy, like always, after a main story mission, I'll go around and see what everyone has to say.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Did we
I'd
do
like
this?
to know my crew. Mind if
I get you top of my class in flight.
Yeah, we did that. I wonder if anyone actually goes up this staircase. I'd never, in all of my playthroughs, have used this staircase. And in all like the Let's Plays I've watched, no one ever uses the left one either. I think I tend towards this one just because, you know, at the beginning, all the characters you talk to are on the side. You talk to Presley here, and then you go over here, and then you have Jenkins and Chakwas, right? And then I feel like that's just naturally where I go. So, but they still have that other staircase. Like even coming out of the elevator, I always go up this one. But I don't know. I've never seen anyone use that other staircase, which I guess is why they changed it to where that I think that's more. It goes to Morden's office in the second one, and then it's the war room in the third one.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better.
I think she'll come on to us here.
Dr. Chakwas.
I said that last time, but she was just kind of like
I was
awkward.
impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think
Yep,
I was
there we
talking
go.
about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
I feel like the delivery on that line is different. Maybe it's just because I'm FemShep, but she sounds way more flirty. In the last time I had this conversation with her. So, okay, this is what you would say if you want to romance her. So we're gonna go ahead and say this. You can lead on both Liara and the human squad mate, you know, depending on what gender you are. But eventually, if you do that, you'll have a quick cutscene, I think, before Vermeer or maybe after Vermeer. I'm not quite sure when it happens exactly, but they both approach you and are like, "Look, you need to pick." And I'm pretty sure the first time I played through this game, I did that, and I ended up picking Ashley, SMH.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
So you could say this, but then she reminds you about how Asari can pretty much mate with any species, any gender. So, but yeah, we do want to romance Kaidan, so...
I care about Kaidan. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction.
And then this is where we confirm yes or no, or maybe.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
Or I guess that was just yes or no.
Commander, please, let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Again, such an ending awkward to the conversation. She's like, she comes on to us, we reject her, and she's like, please, let's just talk about something else. And then you just say, I gotta go. So again, she's definitely, at this very moment, she's in there slamming her head against her desk again, beating herself up. Poor Liara.
We haven't had time together since our last chat.
I just like, if I'm FemShep, I like romancing Kaidan because it makes him more, at least a little more interesting to me. Because at least you have that going on. You have that sort of connection. You know what I mean? But as male shepherd, he's literally just a guy. He's a guy there. He's one of the NPCs that have a backstory. You know what I mean?
You seem decisive then, Lieutenant. Why so hesitant now?
I don't want to distract you too much. The deeper we get into this mess, the bigger it seems. I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to
It also makes sense to romance Kaidan just because we have a history with him, however brief, before the game even started. You know, it's not like Ashley or Liara where you pick them up from one of the levels in the game. Like, Kaidan's there from the beginning, so.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess
so I feel like timing-wise, like, it makes sense that maybe naturally they would get together, or at least show interest in one another.
I think you can.
Okay, back with Vernus and his bot story. Yeah, so Rana got her arm broken by him because he was being a jerk. Vernus, I mean, so then Kaidan pops him.
I stood up, and Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. A military issue. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth.
Yeah.
Almost as strong as I can manage now.
Sat down by a kid.
He didn't have.
Oh, I skipped it.
That's funny. I'm not. Rana? Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure I hit these Paragon ones.
But after what I. Anyway, this. So, yeah. I hated that Thorian.
So that's why you're so.
I'm no more disciplined than any other biotic.
That's why you're so self-controlled. That's another reason, or another way of saying so. That's why you're so vanilla.
You agonize over doing the right thing and never let yourself lose control. Because Rana spurned you.
Okay. Yeah, I mentioned earlier I don't remember what happened to him and his old girlfriend or love interest.
Maybe you have a point. Maybe.
But I guess like after he killed somebody, she was like, maybe you're not right for me.
On the crew.
Kaidan, you're a strong man. Talking about this doesn't make you a whiner, and it doesn't make you immature. It makes you human.
All right. But it's embarrassing you had to tell me that. You're right. I might need to loosen up a little. I'll try. Glad you'll be here when it's over, Shepard. I'm looking forward to some shore leave.
Just trying to get a sense of where the
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander.
What's your opinion
I'm
on
glad there aren't many aliens like... I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Okay. Alright, advancing our romance nicely with Kaidan.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Sarah.
Won't be much longer.
You'll find the conduit before... And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done.
I think this is the last conversation we have with Tali for this one, like the last significant one.
Quarians like second-class citizens, but you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew, like an equal.
See, what's not to like about Tali? You know what I mean?
Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
You know, you can see why so many people were like, why can't we romance Tali in the first game?
I'll be right here anytime you need me.
Okay.
I should go.
And there we go.
See you later.
So like I think that's the last default conversation you can get with her, and then you get new ones once you do the Geth and Kurgan's quest line. But yeah, that kind of like having that conversation kind of confirms like you've progressed your relationship with Tali the furthest you can. I believe. I could be wrong. There might be one I'm forgetting about, but it definitely felt that way.
Shepard.
So we still have the armor to get for
so you'd
Rex.
rather be a merc than help your people.
I'm a fighter.
I think we've had this already.
I'm tired of sticking my ass on the...
See, we butt heads with Rex too, just like with Garrus, but Rex is much less influenced by our responses.
Killing for credits.
You know what I mean? Because Rex knows who he is. He knows what he wants to be.
But there's half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick.
Haven't got the story yet about that Asari he faced off against.
How long have you been?
Look, it's good work. It doesn't. I fight best on my own. Or in very.
Are you people?
Okay, yeah, we definitely had this conversation. Okay. But we did get a new one, which is why we got that XP and Codex.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
He's always
he's not sure if we'll ever get him.
We're getting close.
I know you're doing everything. If there's anything else I can do to help, anything.
I understand your concern, but
yes, ma'am. Thanks for hearing me out. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the council might be? I mean, they were really dragging.
Yeah, these conversations aren't very consequential for your relationship with him or anything about the story, so.
I get the feeling this isn't a quest.
Well, in my opinion, if we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
It's not the Jedi way, though, Garrus.
It's not the Jedi way.
He needs to stand trial.
He must stand trial.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point.
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good conversation. Getting a lot of XP and Codex. Ashley.
Commander. Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration.
What's the
I
occasion?
think this is like independence from
Day, when the
the
First Contact
Thorians?
War ended. My family
Yeah.
always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard.
First Contact War was the Turians. Like, the Turians were the first alien species humans encountered, and there was like a mini war. Can't imagine that would have gone well for us, though.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26.
In our family, don't tell me you don't know about my family.
Oh yeah, this is when we learn about her grandpa
Files or something?
and how he was the first human. I don't know if he was the only human, but he was at least the first human to surrender.
I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the only human ever to.
Only human. Okay,
race.
yeah.
I see.
And she like wants to redeem her family name and
If
whatnot.
only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me.
And if you don't kill her on Vermeer, she does.
Special
I
kind
mean, I
of
guess if you do kill her on
to march
Vermeer,
into
she
a
does
job
as
where your
well.
family's blacklisted.
But
I didn't
yeah. See, I feel like at least Ashley has that aspect to her character. You know what I mean when compared to Caden. So, like, I feel like with Caden, everything's just so in the past. You know what I mean? He doesn't have goals. You know, he just wants to serve. You know, he's like Jacob. He's kind of just like, you know, there to be a buddy. You know what I mean? Where I feel like Ashley, you know, wants to be your friend, obviously, and but she also wants to do well. She has sisters and a family she wants to make proud and take care of, and a name she wants to redeem and prove herself. You know what I mean? She's more interesting than Caden, in my opinion. Yeah, Ashley definitely gets a bad rap, but that is it for our Feros debrief. Let's go ahead and head back up to the galaxy map real quick. All right, a lot of good work done in this episode. Got Feros and Therum checked off. All we have now is Noveria, I believe. Weirdly enough, I thought we would be hearing from the council about Vermeer, but I think that's once we open the galaxy map. So I'll go ahead and save that for next time, though. Because I believe after completing either Feros or Noveria, you get that message saying, "Oh, there's something going on in Vermeer," but it's obviously preferred to just save that until after you complete both Feros and Noveria. So next episode, we won't be heading over to Noveria, though, because we have a lot of side missions we can take care of, and a lot of ones that we don't have yet, but were unlocked by completing Feros, by advancing past Feros. So next episode, it's going to be like 1 or 2 episodes ago, where we kind of just focus mainly on side missions. And, you know, if last session of side missions was any indication, we're gonna get like a bunch of upgrades. Feel like we haven't upgraded in a long time though. We have 8 points. Go ahead and get our advanced lift, and then I'm gonna get our barrier up. I use barrier a lot, so. But look at our Paragon bar, guys. We almost have entered the last tier of Paragon, so looking really good. And then again, after we do all the side missions next episode, we're gonna look even stronger. So thanks again for tuning in. And again, if you want a different type of playthrough, be sure to check out my Twitch channel. And I also have a YouTube playlist now up on my YouTube channel of my Clone Shepherd run. A lot different stuff going on there, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Thanks again for tuning in, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace out.